Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Far Out Wisdom Podcast. Before I begin, I'm in the process of signing up for Subscribestar, so you guys can have the opportunity to support me by donations. I'm not really into the fan of having like a membership where everybody pays like a monthly subscription cost, which I think it's kind of because I feel like I'm under the obligation to kind of, please y'all. But really, I started this podcast so I can just provide you guys with what I've learned from my experiences. I'm not looking for, I don't want to be like a next Joe Rogan or have this magnificent podcast or anything like that. Man, I'm just here to kind of just search for wisdom, gain as much information and knowledge and wisdom as much as I can before I go. And that's the topic that I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to update the description. So if you guys want to make a donation, you guys could go to the direct page or it's on my profile. But like I said, I'm going to sign up for Subscribestar. If you guys want to make a donation, anything helps. It gives me the opportunity to do this full time and to upgrade my equipment. Because right now in the process, I am just filming on my phone. I'm using a shitty mic. And hey, we have to start from the bottom from somewhere. So it's just a practice run. And like I said, I just want to talk. I just want to talk to people. And just feel that human connection once again. That seems to be dead. So today is, I believe, the 14th of January, and in the beginning of my podcast I talk about the meaning of death, that my grandmother, well, not my grandmother, but my husband's grandmother passed away on January 11th 2020, Saturday morning, and we did not find out until Monday. Everything was all late, it was a delay, and the experience right now, and I'm just going to be honest, it really shook me. It made me think of the time that I wasted on fucking stupid people. And I posted on my Facebook, and I did talk about that, where it's just that I was wasting so much time worrying about things I shouldn't be worrying about, thinking about things I shouldn't be thinking about. And I had a lot of support from my friends on Facebook, and I posted because I did see a lot of my a lot of people experiencing a lot of death in their family, even pets. I feel like 2020 is like a year of transformation, the cycle of life. Unfortunately, things have to go in the process for the new cycle to start, the new beginning, right? And I said that I just feel really scared about it. And just like I said, I understand I try to understand the relationship between existentialism and death. How can we teach each other to pass? How can we, because back then in history, we used to bury our dead. I mean, we do now, but we don't have that connection anymore with one another. And I feel like the burial process is more like it has fallen into the hands of consumerism or capitalism, right? Everybody's fucking trying to make money out of everybody. And like I said, I'm not a Marxist, okay? But I feel like our greed has made us lost that connection with family, And we used to bury our dead, and we used to honor our dead, and not anymore. I feel like now the idea of family has just, the structure has collapsed, and everybody's trying to kind of get that, the idea of what they see as a family together. And that's what's going on in the process at the moment. And It was very sudden. I knew it was coming, but I just didn't expect it to hurt. Well, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't hurt because we knew, but that it made me think about the time I have wasted on things. And life is going so fast. And, our addiction to smartphones, our addiction to getting the likes and living in our heads and not in reality is making us lose that focus of the human need to be with one another. And I'm just going to say it as is right now. Her family is making it very difficult for us right now. And what a fucking piece of shit. And I'm just going to say it a lot. I'm just going to be really honest with this podcast. I'm going to be straightforward with you guys. The drama after somebody die, is that necessary? And I'm not trying to be the bad person here, all right? But I'm just speaking from my heart. Somebody just died and you want their shit. And this is what it comes down to, just fucking objects. Our obsession with objects and things. I don't want to be like that when I die. I don't want nobody to be grabbing my shit and stuff like that. And really, is that what you're going to be worrying about, me and my stuff? And this is why I urge people, stop worshiping things. Stop making objects who you are. Because in the end, it's not going to go nowhere. It's not going to go with you. All right, to whatever you're going to go. I don't know. You're end up going to be a particle in the universe, or you're going to be ashes and be with the earth, or reincarnated. We don't know. You might go to heaven. Who knows? Our philosophical ideas or theories on death is unlimited. But dude, your stuff is not going out anywhere. And it's just going to fall into hands of greedy people. And this is why I want to die with just the clothes on my back and my wisdom that I have shared on this podcast. And unfortunately, that's not what happened to Grandma. And we have just a bunch of fucking greedy people just trying to grab everything, and the fucking parasites trying to suck and take everything. And that's what that's her memory. This is the fucking memory that they have for her. And I just can't believe that shit. And this is why we need to talk about death a little bit more. This is why we need to bring out our old tradition of respecting our dead. Okay? When my grandmother died, so I had my grandmother, my mom's mom died at the age of 65 of lung cancer. And then my great-grandma died age 124. Both my grandma and my great-grandma were poor. They had nothing. They didn't have gold. They didn't have silver. They didn't have money. But damn, did our family give her a funeral, because it's out of respect. And I think we lost that here in the West. And it's fucking unfortunate. And it's just like, how can you choose a time to do this? It's just things. It's just stuff, and they want it. Let's talk about the memories that she has left behind. How she made us feel. Nope. Let's get her fucking stuff. And that's what they think. And it just, I don't want nothing to do with it. And like I'm telling you guys, I'm just being real with you guys, man. I'm not like that. I see an individual for them. For that heart that they have in their chest that's beating, pumping blood through their veins and giving them life, therefore giving them a soul. That's what I care about. I don't give a fuck about stuff or objects, materialistic objects that doesn't even have a soul, like the heart. And that's how they want to go about it. And it made me think, man. It made me come to the realization, the self-actualization that, damn, this is not how I want to go. I haven't seen Cambodia. I haven't seen the U.S. Constitution. That's pretty much what I promised my American government teacher. And if you're listening, ma'am, I will go see the Constitution, because it's just the things that has influenced me. And I didn't have a chance to go and do it. I don't want to do that. I'm 31 years old, turning 32. I haven't been out the fucking country. I haven't been out the state for a long time. I have been out the state. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia originally, and we moved to California when I was young. But it made me think, man. It made me kind of, it's like, oh, fuck. No way. I'm not going to be like this. I'm not going to be bitter. I want to go and talk wisdom and search for wisdom from other people. Search for wisdom in other countries. What's your idea of wisdom? What can you teach me? And it just to, you know, to let you guys know, I spent my New Year's at a hospital. And she was in a Catholic, well, they weren't Catholic, but it's like St. Agnes is, yes, it's a Catholic hospital. And I think that's where she wanted to die, because that's her faith. And they have crosses all throughout the hospital. And I remember looking at Jesus in his face. And I said to him, why do bad people get away with things? And I just remember just sitting down thinking for a little bit. And then, Jeremy came back crying and he said, okay, it's your turn. And for being an empath person, you could just feel somebody's energy. You could just feel who hates you, who likes you, who's a liar, who is not up to no good. And for the first time in my life, I have felt no energy from another human being. It was quite unusual, actually. And it felt really good, but in a bad way, because I knew that she was dying. And that's where I wanted to kind of specify that whatever's in your heart does come out without you knowing about it, because there's people like me who feels it. So the wisdom that I want to share with you guys today is to really think about what you're putting your energy to. Do you really believe in what you're doing? Then do it. Don't waste your time on negative people. Don't waste your time on naysayers. Don't waste your time on people who just doesn't give a fuck about you. Don't waste your energy on people like that, because life is too short. And I finally get it now. I didn't understand what people were saying when they say life is too short until I witnessed death in front of my face. Philosophy classes don't teach you that. Friedrich Nietzsche doesn't teach you that. Socrates didn't teach you that. The Stoics gave you kind of an idea, but no amount of philosophy or information or stories can make you think differently until you face death. And I want you guys to think about that. Think deeply. What's your passion? What do you want to do, man? Just do it. If you want to be free, dude. And it's just like, I didn't really think about that. I get it now, So, and, learning about her family and how they are, I just want you guys to know, please don't be a dick. Don't be a fucking asshole. We have enough people like that in our society. We have enough parasitic, greedy rodents in our society. We don't need nothing. We don't need them more. Try to be a good person. I understand it's really fluid to define what is goodness. I get that. I have an idea. If people come to you and people talk good about you, not think about the stuff that you have, you're a good person. As always, guys, stay far out. Bye.